We all welcome Rani Thakur on stage to give us some words of advice. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everybody. A real pleasure to be here, and thank you for that really kind introduction. So, honored guests, RCOG fellows, members, and associates, conference delegates, those who are not RCOG, there is a role for you. Dedicated ONG professionals, it gives me great pleasure to be here at the inauguration of the second Shalamar IRC RCOG Summit. I'm especially delighted as this is my first visit as president, but I have been to Pakistan before. And I must say that it feels very much like I come back home when I come to Pakistan. As you all know, I was brought up in India. And when I was young, I always used to think about, I wonder what is there in Pakistan. I wonder how it is different. But having crossed those boundaries now, I know that we are all the same. So let's ensure that politics does not actually come in the way of our mission. Our common mission is to improve the health of women and girls, and we need to keep that as our focus. And I've really had the privilege of meeting many of you I consider personal friends over the past few years, in London at the Congress, in Oman at the Congress. So it's really wonderful to be here in person and share your land with you, share food with you, and share knowledge as well. So it's really fantastic. I'm so happy that I'm here. I would also like to start by expressing my sincere thanks and appreciation for Professor Nazli, Dr. Hamid. Nazli, you've become a personal friend now, and I am so in awe of your dedication to women's health and trying to advance and be an advocate for RCOG here. And you have come up with such an impressive program. The workshops yesterday, the human factors workforce was absolutely fantastic. And you know, you, Nazim, and you all did such a wonderful job. That concept is not there in South Asia. We need to introduce it, and Nazli, by just doing this, you are going to change the way people look after women. It's not only those technical skills, but those non-technical skills that I wasn't taught when I did my medicine in India. So it's so important to look at that. And then we have today's program, obviously based on urogynecology this morning, which is my particular passion, and then later on moving on to women's health. So really fantastic. And I think none of this can happen without the support that we receive. So I'd really like to thank Mr. Shahid Hussain, Chair of the Board of Trustees. What a visionary man your father was. So thank you for telling us the story about him. Also like to thank Dr. Aisha Newman, Chief Operating Officer, a manager, and a doctor. That's such a fabulous combination, and senior leadership of Shalimar Hospital and Institute, and also for the college for hosting this summit. And more importantly, for your support to RCOG and women's health in Pakistan. I really am so looking forward to the next few days. Yesterday's highlight for me was doing the inauguration of the urogynecology unit. And what I would like to do is pledge my commitment to teaching urogynecology in Pakistan from now on. But I think what we are going to do over the next few days is talk to colleagues, hear about innovations in care, and trying to improve health of women and girls, and more importantly, come up with new ideas. We don't want to just be hearing the same old things. It's about what else can we do? How can we think outside the box to improve women's health? Do you know that I have now been president for almost 2 years? This is my 3rd year, so it was really, really important for me to be here today. But it would be fair to say that time has flown so quickly, and it has been a fantastic and really enjoyable experience for me. When I took this office 2 years ago, I was told my feet would not touch the ground. And that's literally so. They have not touched the ground. I've had the privilege of meeting people, going to meetings such as these, and meeting a diverse group of people, which really has enriched me. It hasn't been about me teaching people. It has been about the wonderful things that people have taught me, which will remain with me for the rest of my life, even post-presidency. These visits are a real privilege to me. And I never fail to reinforce to me the belief that our specialty is like none other. Wherever you go, you hear negativity about obstetrics and gynecology, how stressful it is, but we have the privilege of being with women at the most important part of their life when they give birth, and we must never, ever forget that. But the care that we provide to individuals actually ripples through society, through families, and also communities. So whereas we think that we are actually looking after one patient, remember that you're doing a lot more. You're helping the whole community. It's not only in Pakistan, but it is global as well. Equally, we know that things can go wrong in medicine. We heard about that in the human factors course. And this happens when resources are limited, when systems are failing. But when that happens, we need to remember that it's the women and the families and the teams that care for them that we need to think about, because these are the people who bear the consequences. So our job as obstetricians and gynecologists is not only to be that doctor for that woman who has got PPH or preeclampsia, but advocate for change in women's care. As professionals working in this specialty, we have the honor of looking after women throughout their lives. So we need to take a life course approach. Again, moving our focus from a disease to actually how do we prevent disorders? How do we prevent cardiovascular disease? It is the biggest killer in women's health, and this may surprise you. So that is why the particular Shalamar's Institute, which is looking at integrated care, both primary and secondary, is so important. Because not only will you make a difference to a woman who has gynecological disorders or an obstetric problem, but bring about a whole holistic approach. And I think we all need to be doing that when we see that patient sitting in front of us. But it would be true to say that we are living in challenging times. But by supporting each other as part of one global obstetrics and gynecologic community, we will continue with our shared mission, which is to improve the health of women and girls worldwide. The importance of the work that every single person here is doing cannot be underestimated, and the college thanks and applauds you. I've been really impressed by the great work that the Pakistan IRC committee has been doing under the leadership of Professor Nazli. Nazli, you are dynamic, you are dedicated, and you are supported by a fantastic committee, and I really like to take the opportunity to thank you. And this committee is going to continue to grow with the RCOG examination. And I can tell you that doesn't come easily. Nazli has really fought for making this happen. I'm delighted to be here this week in Lahore with Kate Lancaster, our CEO, Josna Acharya, who is our International Council representative for South Asia. She's absolutely passionate about improving the health of women and girls in South Asia. I've seen her dedication over the past few years. And obviously, we have the rest of our RCOG team, Wasim, Y, and Sheraz. I'm now going to hand over to Kate Lancaster, our CEO, who will talk to you about the college, its strategy, and what we hope will happen in the future. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to meeting many of you in person, talking to you, hearing about all the wonderful things that are happening here, and also trying to address any of the challenges that you're facing that I can help you with. Thank you very much.